Hey guys, Deep Toonster here, and welcome to my very empty Wii home screen. If that's okay, the only square we need here today is this one right here. Welcome to Let's Play. Holy crap, something was shaky there. That's not the channel. Welcome to Let's Play. Yeah, Rhythm Heaven Fever. Finally doing it, guys. For the first time on this channel, I am Let's Playing a game on the actual console it was meant to be played on. How did it take me this long? I have no idea. Just make sure you don't throw your Wiimote right at your TV and break it, and, have to buy another one for like $3,000 or whatever TVs cost these days. Not quite sure, to be honest. So, alright guys, if you're not familiar with Rhythm Tengoku games, shame on you. Pretty much what they are series of little short rhythm-based mini-games that are fun as hell. This one here on the Wii actually only utilizes 2 buttons to it. We are going to start a new game here. I'm not sure which I should use. I use Big Bro, so let's use U. That seems like a nice, funny, ironic identifier here. Because after all, you are joining me as we play. Who are these guys? So, as I was saying, I was explaining Rhythm Heaven games, well, this one in particular only uses 2 buttons to it. So it's a very simple game, but it also can be quite challenging at times. And though I say that, I would say that this is probably the easiest out of the 3 Rhythm Heaven games. But there's still quite a bit of challenge to be had here. So we start out with this little test segment, I guess you could call it here. This really has no effect on the rest of the game. It's just meant to test you, or chest you, whatever that means. So we'll just sync up by hitting the A button with this note here. I'll keep doing it until it's complete. How much longer? Oh yeah. The dots will indicate how early or late you are matching up these beats. Alright, looks like I got it there towards the end, sorta. It's way better than the first time. This is actually a second take of this first episode here. I didn't like my first take because, well, the biggest issue is because you kept hearing my freaking Wiimote clicking. I'm trying to fix that here by just having, like, my shirt cover up the Wiimote so the clicking isn't, picked up as much by the microphone. But it's still, it might be audible, but it won't be as annoying, I hope. Here you're actually hitting the button when it goes to 0. Whoops, that was early. 1, 0, like that. So this game is educational, man. It teaches how to count. It's a very useful skill. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we could do it. And then you'll have the little squares come in and give you a nice little visual cue. You might as well just use those and try to match it up. Not that there's really any goal to this game at all. Alright, come on, speed it up, and then it'll omit some of the numbers to try to mess with you. But we're smarter than that. Yeah, cover them up, I don't care. Even though I was probably early there. 3, 2, 1, got it. So yeah, the games are going to be a lot more interesting than this boring crap right here. Let's just bear with me for a few more minutes here, guys. Not quite sure what I was supposed to be hitting there. 2, 1. Whoops. Dang, man. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. The guy's expression on the left will kind of give you an indication as to how close you were. Like that time I wasn't close at all. That time I was sort of close. I'm not even paying attention, to be honest. Like, I really don't care how I do on this. I'm just kind of going through the motions. Because it really doesn't matter how you do on this. They'll let you pass on. At least I'm pretty sure. They won't fail at you at this, would they? Look at that nice scattered plot there. There's absolutely no correlation to be found there. And even says you're good at maintaining the rhythm. Like, what a lie. They'll say anything to make you feel good about yourself. Alright, let's settle down here. How was that? Very boring. I'll be very honest with you. But it's kind of necessary since, most people going into these games will have no idea what they're doing. I mean, why'd they even buy this game if they didn't think it was a rhythm game, man? Maybe all the colors and stuff kind of caught their eye. So now it gives you the very difficult task of pressing A and B at the same time. Let's see if we can do this, guys. I did it! Oh, yes! We did it, guys. We can actually play this game now. Aren't you happy? I am. So let's start things off, guys. It's Hole in One, the very first minigame of Rhythm Heaven Fever. So as the name implies, you're hitting golf balls. Very, very, very many golf balls. But they're thrown to you by your nice little sidekick, your monkey caddy. So that'll kind of prep things up for you. So this is kind of an extended part of this tutorial here. It'll actually give you some pointers here as far as playing in context of the actual games goes. Wonder if that made any sense. So here's how things are going to go, guys. This monkey's going to take a ball out of nowhere, it seems. He just, you know, makes them out of thin air because he's a magician. And you're hitting him over to that poor defenseless whale. He's just trying to take a nap and you're hitting golf balls at him. You're an asshole in this game. Just this game, though. So the monkey's so evil, he wants you to do it 3 more times. And while you're at it, just swing it mid-air. That's always fun. Just be sure to hit the balls. Nice, just like that. I did it before. Do you have to give me a compliment every time? This game of golf's going to last all day if you compliment every single shot I make. What the hell's up with your eyes? Was my shot so good it, like, put you into a trance-like state? And here's something I learned from this game. There's a monkey, or a primate, called a mandrill. Look at those guys, man. They're going wild. My gosh. Didn't know monkeys like golf so much. Oh, and here he's going to, like, pelt you with balls right to the shin, man. It's kind of funny. Let's see that one more time. Oh! Alright, let's actually hit it this time. Oh yeah, if you get hit a couple times, he'll actually kind of yell at the monkey and make you give a cue. But it's really not too hard. Pretty much what the mandrill will do is go, hoo, hoo, what? And on that third, note there is when you have to actually hit the ball. Let's see if my impression was anything like the real thing, shall we? Alright, let's see. Any minute now. There we go. I think that was a pretty good impression. This guy, like, just, I don't know, he must have a stomach full of these balls or something. I don't know if those are even golf balls. They seem to be a lot bigger. He's just taking them right out of his stomach, man. What the hell? So yeah, he's got an arm on him, man. He should be playing baseball, not golf. So those two things are pretty much how this whole game's going to go. I could continue on with this tutorial some more, but you've seen the basics. You know how this game's going to go. And we want to, save a little bit of time here. Because even though it's the first game, it actually takes a little while. I was actually had an opportunity to perfect this earlier, and I should explain what that means. In fact, I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. So just forget I said anything. And I'm sorry to the people who already know what I'm talking about. So yeah, pretty simple so far. We've been doing pretty much the same thing over and over. But, they want to kind of give the beginners a little bit of learning curve here. But if you haven't learned how to do this by now, you're screwed, man. You'd be failing this if you haven't hit any of those. You got the mandrill jam in there. Don't let it distract you. Just keep hitting them. Man, this guy is like the best golfer in the world. Anybody who could do this in real life, like with this endurance, can people do that? I can't even do like a normal golf ball hole-in-one. This guy's just hitting them like there's nothing to it. Boom. Aw. Oh, I'm flubbing him now. Can't be flubbing him. Oh, come on. Luckily, this game's pretty lenient. Like my first take, that is. After making quite a few mistakes and still got a superb, but you never know with the grading system of this game, man. I think I hit most of the baboon, or the mandrills, I'm sorry. Didn't I? Sure hope so, because you kind of need to do that. And if you've never played a Rhythm Heaven game, you might be asking yourself, what? Superb? What the heck were you talking about, Toonster? Well, it's that right there. Depending on how well you do on these games, you can get 3 different grades. You can get a failure, you can get an okay, and you can get a superb. And superb, if you get a superb, you actually get a medal. And what those medals do is unlock little extras, you know, off to the side when you're not playing the actual minigames here. And my goal with this Let's Play, since it is one of the easier Rhythm Heaven games, is to try to get as many of these medals as I can, you know, just show off these nice little extras to you guys. But I'll be getting to that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and move on to this next game here. Another thing about getting the medals is, as you collect them, you'll get opportunities to perfect some of the mini games you've already done. So, of course, that means you have to get every single note perfectly right. And if you manage to do that, you get some other nice little goods. I can't quite remember what, though. I think it's like little music you can play. I might demonstrate that a little bit later when we actually get that opportunity. Let's actually talk about the game we're doing right here, right before your eyes. I didn't even see the name of this. It's like, you know, I'll get back to the name after we're done. How about that? Jeez. Pretty much what the object is you're screwing heads onto robots. And it's a very bleak black and white world. Ugh. Like, it just makes you think about people who have to work jobs like these, you know. That's all I do. This over and over and over again all day. Even though it appears to be robots that are doing all the work here. So you'll get presented with these robots that you have to screw the head on. You're actually hitting A and B to kind of go down and start screwing here. And for the black robots, you do 3 beats to fully screw the head on. No more, no less. And for the white, smaller robots, you only do 2 beats, like here. And the little phrases they say after you screw their heads on really like goes with the beat. And it really helps you out, man. I find it really hard not to bob your head during this game, man. Yeah, go. I don't know what the white robot's saying. If he's saying, let's go, or Lego, like Lego my ego. Whoops. Sorry. That looked pretty painful. Oh, come on. You gotta get these right. There you go. Let's get back on track here so we can get superb. Gotta get those medals. So yeah, this game pretty much simple, just like the first one. There's only 2 really big mechanics to it. Almost didn't catch that one. Yeah. Should be getting down to the very last ones here. Yeah. The only thing that isn't black and white in that game is the hearts of the robots after you screw their heads on. And there we go, second medal. 2 down, guys. A buttload more to go. Let's go protect the world. Man, I'd like to have a giant robot, man. I'd screw its head on. I'd screw everything on if I could do it. Rhythm toys. So yeah, those are pretty much just little toys that you can play with. They're not actually full games, just kind of neat stuff to play around with when you're bored. I'll be showing that, like I said, a little bit later. Let's move on to Seesaw. What was the name of this game? Screwbot Factory. Okay, I knew it was something like that. Something involving robots and screwing heads onto them. This game's pretty fun. The music here is really cool. Let's dive in, shall we? It's pretty much what you got are these 2 little guys that just love jumping on the seesaw here. And you'll be playing the guy on the right. You're not really controlling him or anything like that, but whenever he makes contact with the seesaw after going into the air is when you want to hit the A button. And you'll be sending your partner up in the air after that. And your partner will be in the air for variable lengths of time. Sometimes he's up there for a while, other times he's up there for like half of that time. So you have to be paying attention because you'll be making contact with the seesaw at different times too. Like here, it'll be faster, as you can see there. It's really hard for me to describe, but I think, you know, just watching it explains better than anything else could. And you just can't help but like mimic these guys with the weird sounds they make whenever they're jumping. Here we are, moving on to the real game already, folks. Tempo of this song just, it goes everywhere, but it's really cool. Playing this game with a headset on, which is what I'm doing, so I don't have the freaking audio blaring into this microphone. It's really cool because you hear the left guy's voice in your left ear and the right guy's voice in your right ear. Yeah, for some reason, when you go flying into the air, you turn all spiky and then, like, explode when you make contact. Not sure what that's about. I mean, I think there might have been a few drugs involved with making this minigame here. That just makes for good fun, you know? Not that I'm advocating drugs or anything like that. I'm just advocating making very creative levels. There we go. That's what I'm advocating. Aha. You're just shooting up in the air. It fills you with, like, you can't physically feel it, but if I could feel it, it'd probably be like when you're riding a roller coaster and going down a hill or something. That's what it'd feel like, being up in the air like that. Oh, crap. Oh, God. I'm messing up now. Can't be doing that. There we go. Oh, yeah, we're really getting up there now. I really like that little power-up animation they do at the very top of their jump, too. Oh, crap. Come on. Get into the beat here. And now we're slowing down again. That was kind of like the climax of the song. A little bit of air guitar. Boom! What the heck was that all about, man? People exploding. You don't know what to expect with this game, and that's what I love about it. That's 3 superb medals in a row. I have a good feeling about, getting these medals, man. I think I can actually do it since I'm playing, the way the game was meant to be played. So I think I'll be good for now, guys. That was a nice little start. We're doing really good so far. So join me next time. We'll be starting things off with Double Date. See you then. Thanks for watching.